What is up, everybody? Welcome to Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, episode number 51 of the game. Last time around, we took out Staunton. This time around, we just got done equipping this stuff. You can look at it if you want. This is how we equipped it all. Boom. Did it kind of off-screen a little bit. Now, time to talk to Nura. Well, what are you waiting for, you scum? Coming to finish me off? Kill me like you killed Staunton, and be glad you've defeated the villain. Just make sure you don't wonder whose fault it was that he and I are on the demon side. Thoughts like that can make you lose your appetite. Another cheerful performance. Everyone is guilty but me. I've lost count of how many of you innocents I've sent to the chopping block. Should have been executed just for denying their responsibility. Never mind their other crimes. Will not kill you, heal. You'll be locked up, and I'll think about what I'm going to do with you. Why did you betray me, Nura? I want to know the truth. You know the truth? Here's the truth. I hate all of you. If I'd been there the day the Arilu Vorlesh opened up the rift to the abyss, I'd have gladly handed her the ingredients for the ritual. With the pheromone-soaked cloth in your pocket, I wanted those hell bugs to eat your smug face off. I was the one who set the tents on fire that night and told the gargoyles who to grab. Every day I was in your army, all I did was all I could to hurt you. All the things I would gladly do to you. It would be but 1,000th of what you deserve. When I was 8, I was auctioned off like livestock. They used a stick to train me to obey, like livestock. Did the paladins of Mendev help me? Of course not. Even when we were passed through Mendevian City, none of the warriors had a good lifted a finger to set me free. Slavers aren't demons, after all. The first time I came to the Worldwound, I wasn't seeking adventure. My owner dragged me here on a leash. Think the demons bribed me? I was happy to betray him. Without a shadow of a doubt, expecting nothing in return. I poured a sleeping potion into their soup pot, opened the gate, and waited for the demons to come and tear them all to pieces. And me along with them. I didn't care if the demons saw the real me. They made me a cultist. They offered me a chance for revenge. Yeah, I will not kill you here. You'll be locked up and I'll think about what to do with you. Why? Chains can't repair a maimed soul. Do whatever you want. You can't escape the demons. Your head will be on Baphomet's altar to tomorrow, if not today. Yeah. No. How are we so far into neutral good? You what, mate? Awkward. We're never getting our paladin abilities back.
What's that?
What is that?
Let us be
I'll
on.
take it. Alright, do we get to step out onto the balcony now and appear like all awesome and cool and stuff? No? Really? You're not gonna give me like an awesome cutscene of like, I've taken the keep? Really? That's sad, dude. That's sad. Alright. So, like, fires. Those are so okay. It's a long walk back. Unfortunately, it's looked like it's gonna make us do it. I thought it would give us like an awesome cutscene, like we walk out onto the thing there and we get a cool cutscene. But no, it appears not. Oh wait.
The commander of the crusade has managed to overthrow 70 years of demonic rule in Drezen and restored the Sword of Valor to its rightful place. Will the commander be able to defend the banner he has won with such a valiant effort?
Duh. Of course I will. I can do this easy peasy. So Nat, a sent in the perilous moment for any military leader. Yesterday the commander was in charge of a small fighting force of the vanguard of the Mendevian army. His completed his commissioner today that double up build stuff in Drezen, I guess. Build up Drezen. Haha. Get rid of these negative levels, hopefully, in Drezen. Hopefully. That would be nice. That would be great. I wonder if we're gonna get units from like Drezen now, or if like we're still gonna have to recruit them from Canabris. I don't know. Banner over the Citadel. Achievement unlocked. Yay.
Urgent matters of state are awaiting my attention. My convoy will be departing for the capital within the hour. I'm afraid this is all the time I can spare you. So do please forgive me for skipping the lengthy and well-deserved congratulations. Every death is an irretrievable loss, but considering the scale of our forces, the losses among our troops are tolerable. Morale is high among the crusade forces that were entrusted to you. You handled the command superbly. I never doubted your personal ability to deal with the demons. I knew that you could become a living symbol for people to follow. That you have now displayed a decent head for tactics is a pleasant surprise. I believed in your success and prepared for this outcome after a fashion. I brought a reward to personally bestow upon my Knight Commander. But now, I think this reward is insufficient. So please, accept one more gift from me personally.
What was that achievement? Quickly and efficiently. We did that fast? We rested so many times. A ring. What are we, betrothed now?
By no means.
Ooh.
I merely thought a cloak would be a meager reward, but I did not have time to arrange for another gift.
I'll flirt with my queen.
Now on to the main matter. The Sword of Valor has been returned to us. Touching it has awoken your power and changed the great relic beyond recognition. Many clerics are at a loss to interpret this unexpected turn. Is it an omen? Happenstance? A warning? Only one thing can be said for certain. Your power is astonishing and unlike anything ever seen before. Your power bears little resemblance to other manifestations of the Inheritor's will that I have been fortunate enough to witness. But who can fathom the god's designs? And Iomedae has many heavenly allies, and they helped us on several occasions throughout the Crusades. There, I have said all I wish to. Is there anything you wish to discuss with me before I depart?
There's something you should know. Arilu Vorlish appeared before me in Drezen. She did not explain why she had come.
The architect of the Worldwound? Here? And she allowed you to simply dispose of Stanchion Vane and claim the Sword of Valor? This is a very worrying development. Arilu was more dangerous than a dozen Balors, and more cunning and deceitful than a score of succubi. In the 100 years of the Crusades, our forces have very rarely encountered her, but when we did, it always led to something terrifying. I think she has taken an interest in you and your power. It was to be expected, of course, and it worries me more than anything else. Sooner or later, we shall have to take a stand against Arilu and deal with her once and for all. But I thought we would have time to prepare. Be careful. And if the architect reappears, treat her as you would a demon lord.
Do you know anything about the huge demon that we met at the gates? It was much stronger than the rest.
The Baylor Drezen, one of Daskari's generals. He, Hep Zamira, and the Echo of Daskari are some of the most notable demons in the Abyssal forces. You will soon learn these names. Drezen has not been sighted by our scouts for a long time, and his appearance at Drezen was an unexpected development. But we must grow accustomed to surprises such as this. The ability to move at will through space is one of the demon's most unpleasant hallmarks. Fortunately, the Sword of Valor takes care of that problem for the areas around Drezen.
I've heard everything I need.
Very well. Then I shall take my leave. Irabeth will bring you up to speed on the situation in the city and surrounds, and together, you can decide on what next steps to take. Good luck, Commander. Remember, this is but the first step. The road ahead will be long and difficult.
Allow me also to congratulate you on your victory, Commander.
I accept.
We won the battle for Drezen, but this war is far from over. The demons know our true strength, so we must brace ourselves for a merciless counterattack. They will do everything they can to gain control of the city and destroy you personally, and all of us along with you. The only good news is that cultists make up more than half of their forces, so they will have to march the same roads as our fighters. If they were all demons, they could appear here instantaneously and lay siege to the city. Praise Iomedae for small mercies. The main demon forces are moving out from the City of Eyes and the Threshold Fortress. Scouts are reporting that for now we don't stand a chance of tearing through the defense and launching a counterattack. We can only gather our forces, rebuff their attacks, and wait for the right moment. Unfortunately, other hostile groups keep appearing out of nowhere. And on top of all that, Minago is still prowling around somewhere out there. Anevia is trying to find out where that Abyss scum has run off to. Maybe she's already got some leads. Luckily, we are not alone. Mendev is with us. Queen Galfrey has sent us the first reinforcements. They've just entered the city. Besides, news of your victory is spreading through Avestan. I'm sure that crowds of new volunteers will soon be pouring into Drezen, inspired by your feat. And that's very good news, because we're going to need troops. Here is a brief report about the main problems we're currently facing.
Erebeth shows you a sheet of paper with the 4 items: demons, special powers, secret path, missing patrol, and dragon. Tell me about the demon with special powers.
Remember that Nabasu that attacked our camp? He had powers that no ordinary demon should have. It is not the only demon of its kind. We keep receiving reports about similar monsters. All isolated cases for now. But it's possible that in the future, we will see entire squads, if not armies of them. We must find out where they're coming from. Find the source of their power and destroy it. If we don't, they will crush us before long. Even you can't defeat an entire army of such monsters.
Secret path? What are you talking about?
We can usually spot armies of demons in advance, as their hordes march along the Grey Road from Eyes or Threshold. But sometimes packs of them appear out of nowhere. They're managing to avoid our scouts somehow and sneaking into our territory. If we don't solve this problem, we cannot attack. The demons will just appear at our backs, block off the gorges, and cut us off from Drezen. Anevia is trying to find out how the demons are getting into our territory, but she hasn't succeeded yet. Talk to her. She will tell you more about what she's doing.
There's a patrol missing?
Yes, it disappeared without a trace during a mission. We didn't even find any bodies. Maybe someone abducted them, or there's some natural threat in the area. And we can't rule out the possibility of desertion, either. The troop was patrolling the southern road out of the city. The last surviving settlements of Socorus lie in that direction. But after the siege of Drezen, contact with them was lost. Hardly any of the inhabitants survived once the demons invaded the area. That's where I started the search.
A dragon? What dragon?
As if we didn't have enough problems with demons already. Now there's a wild dragon in the vicinity. Luckily, it's not part of the demon army. If the demons had a dragon on their side, it could pose a serious threat. But there's very little food in the Worldwound, and the dragon doesn't seem to have a taste for demons and cultists. She keeps attacking small squads of crusaders, picking off those who fall behind, ravaging supply trains. The dragon's been sighted frequently in the sky, but we don't know exactly where her lair is. We have someone to help with this, though. Do you remember the dwarf who bravely attacked the Baylor in front of the citadel during the siege? He is back in the city, and he doesn't mind hunting this dragon, apparently. Go talk to him in the tavern. We might be able to help each other.
Is that all for now?
There are a few pleasant matters. At the Queen's command, the Crusaders who took part in the attack have had their pay doubled, and medals will be awarded to those who were particularly outstanding in battle. You know one of them. The Knight Elan from the Houndhearts. He led a troop of Nerosian recruits and brought them to the main forces, and later drew the demons' attention in the battle with the Baylor, allowing the wounded to be rescued. There is one more thing. As you know, there is a vast dungeon under Drezen. It's almost empty now. The only prisoner is Nora Dendawar, the traitor you caught. We've temporarily placed the body of Staunton Vane in the dungeon. You slew him. What are your orders regarding his body? Anevia thinks we should burn it quietly and forget about it. Some want to see his corpse displayed in the square, but I don't think we should behave like demons and barbarians. He may have been our enemy, but he deserved to be buried as a knight. However, the decision is yours, of course.
Bury him as a knight.
Right you are, Commander. Commander. That day during the battle, No. My apologies. That is all, Commander. Thank you for your time.
Glad to see you have your nerve back here, Beth. Alright, looks like this is going to be an episode of a lot of talking to people, if I had to guess. I understand these cities that mortals love so much. Stone, stone, and more stone. All the doors are so close to the ground, and they're all the same shape. Why don't they ever put the door on the top of the floor? Slide down to the ground instead. Why do they even want to go outside? There's no fun out there. If somebody built a fountain full of jam, say, I'd be interested. A sudden voice from over your shoulder drops to an excited whisper, or a chocolate tree, so people could break off a branch to munch on as they pass by. Huh? Who's speaking? Me! Oh my god. A tiny female dragon with an evident chocolate tree enthusiast emerges from behind you. Don't tell me you didn't notice the cute little dragonling following you. Well, not a cute little dragon, if that's true. Why did you only start speaking just now? Gabriel's a little shy. After all, we don't know each other. I need to look around and get used to things. Everything about the material plane is so weird and gray and stony, especially Drezen. What's your name, dragon? Avu, because I'm little, and in my family our names get longer as we get bigger and older. Just imagine how funny it would be otherwise. Imagine being a 5-year-old dragon barely hatched, they already call you Rezlarabren or Ilthuliak or something like that. So where'd you come from? What do you mean, where did I come from? I flew all the way here to you. Well, I moved between the planes a tiny little bit, and then I flew the rest of the way to you. You've always wanted to have a dragon of your very own, haven't you? Why wouldn't you? Who wouldn't want their own dragon companion? If I ever meet someone who doesn't want to have a dragon of their very own, I'll make sure to keep my distance from them. They clearly have a few loose screws. That's what I'm saying. So you don't like Drezen much, then? It's not that I don't like it. You can have fun here, too, but I like my home in Elysium more. That makes sense, though. After all, we're fighting the demons, and they make everything around them dull and nasty. But are you going to stop them soon, right? Oh, speaking of demons and fighting, you really need to head to this beautiful ridge outside of Drezen as fast as you can. Your friends are waiting for you there. There's something urgent and important they need you to tell. What friends? They're so nice. They're really happy to see me. They really want to see you. I only flew past them once. I don't know much, but it must be important. I wonder what's waiting for me this time. Something really fun. You'll see. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. What is this? Did I level up? I can't level up. I don't have my waffles. Ah! This sucks. I need to be down here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, well.
March on!
We got a lot to look around, I guess. I mean, can I go back inside? Can't. Is there anything in the Citadel for me to look at? Oh, here we go. Sierra, middle-aged paladin with a genial face salutes you. His sparse gray hair stands in fuzzy tufts on his head, giving him a distinctively unwarlike appearance. Ever-bright crusaders reporting for duty. My name is Sierra Cobella, and I'm at your service. Queen Galfrey is gathering the main attack forces in Nerosian. She ordered us to replenish the losses suffered in Canabras and come here. We will support your troops. Morveg, a tall, dark-eyed lad is sitting behind Sierra. He passionately echoes Sierra's words. We are ready to go to the front immediately. Allow us to be the spear of the attack. Morveg, don't speak unless spoken to. Don't worry, no one will be defeating any demons without you. Who have you brought with you? Everbright's Crusaders mainly, but we have a lot of volunteers who joined us. Those who arrived at the Queen's call but didn't want to sit in Nerosian waiting for the main army to set off. All the hotheads know that the front is here. We picked up this one too. He walked to Canabras with an old sword in his hand and a few copper coins in his pocket. He was going to keep walking to kill the demons, but then he probably would have laid siege to the threshold, no doubt. The boy's cheeks go pink at the old man's gentle mockery, but he continued to stare ahead resolutely and boldly. Did you fight in Canabras? How are things there? Not personally, no. The Queen summoned me and the bulk of our order to Nerosian. Almost all those who remained behind in Canabras died, and the ones that didn't were disorganized and leaderless, but the order did not perish. New volunteers have been pouring into our ranks. We're licking our wounds. Canabras was rebuilding. Life wins out. People are coming from all over Avastan to help. Many are joining up with the Crusaders, just as it happened back in the First Crusade. Great, you'll be serving under my command. It's an honor for us, Commander. Let's give the demons a dusting. Absolutely. Manage Crusade affairs. What this? I don't remember what this is. I think I had one in my other area, but now I have one in this area. Oh. What the heck is all this? Decrees, rank up. Blah, blah, blah. Crusade development. Now that you've captured Drezen, new options are for the Crusade to become available to you. You can now construct buildings and forts in Drezen, issue decrees, and capture and investigate your region. Both mercenary and trainable units will appear at the commander's headquarters in Drezen. The demon armies will try to take Drezen from you and destroy them, or else after 7 days of siege, Drezen will be completely blockaded by enemy forces, and you'll no longer be able to command the Crusade to gain access. Crusade management menu, click the button at the bottom right of the corner. Okay. Developing each of the Crusade stats opens up new options that empowers your armies and economy. Military focuses on drilling and training units. Recruit both trainable and mercenary units to improve the rank of your military stat. Logistics focus on economy and construction. Construct buildings to improve the rank of your logistics. Diplomacy focuses on establishing contacts with mercenaries and foreign nations. Enhance the significance of the Crusade by earning resources of all types to improve the rank of your diplomacy stat. Leadership focuses on morale and army generals. Win battles and level up your generals to improve the rank of the leadership stat. What's the rank up requirements for one? Okay. Your military campaign will require 3 types of resources: finances, material, and energy. Has this been available the whole time and I've just missed it? Finance points are used for all of Crusade's various needs, but first and foremost, they are needed to recruit units. Material points are used primarily for building. Energy points are used for recruitment of mythic units and completion of certain decrees. You'll gain your resource points each day. Okay. Other regions. Map. Holy heck, this is actually really big! Alright, events. Frenemies. A conflict between two officers led to a defeat in a skirmish with demons. One of the officers, a charming young noble, tried saving the lives of the soldiers. The other, a cynical veteran mercenary, acted upon based on the principle that victory is all that matters. The soldiers from each unit blame the other unit's officer for the defeat. However, the investigators arbitrate the guilty. Punish both officers, punish the young aristocrat, punish the veteran. Charming young noble tried saving the lives of soldiers. The other, a cynical veteran mercenary, acted based on the trying to save the people, yeah. The family of the young aristocrat is grateful to the commander for only punishing the veteran, otherwise this incident could have brought shame to the whole house. To express their appreciation, the nobles have sent a generous donation. Cursed children. Demons have been stealing children in Canabras and possessing their bodies so they can get close enough to crusaders to deliver a dagger strike. The officers are asking how they should proceed with it when encountering the possessed. Let's set a trap for the demons. The officers will form a special unit made of halflings who are expert at posing as children. They will let themselves capture them, break free, and deal with the demons. Then Erosian will be impressed by the commander's victory. So, cool. We get to review them if we want. Decrees! You only have one of your decrees issued for each crusade stats at any given time. Each decree has cost and completion time. Some decrees can be issued once, others have repeat time, which is displayed in the decree description window. Your progress in the crusade management unlocks certain special decrees. A stat rank up decree becomes available upon a specific rank up requirement. A relic upgrade decree, which turns a relic into a powerful artifact for your party to use, becomes available when you obtain a suitable relic. What's this? Oh, so let's do rank ups, yeah. Forming a diplomatic council. Crusade depends on the support of Erosian and foreign countries. The diplomatic council will see to that no political problems interfere with the free flow of gold. Forming a military council. Okay. Yeah, I should agree. And these are like for different things, I guess? Development. Not enough resources. Upgrading the outpost to a bastion, the commander will expand his territory for buildings as well as allow their construction. Okay. Economy, army, military tribunal. We're already doing something for military, so we can't do this right now. And then another decree for all these. I think the rank ups are more important though, so that's fine. And then other. Sword of Valor, the great relic of the Crusades, mysteriously changed upon coming into contact with the commander. What does this mean? Issue the decree. Okay. So how do I get out of this? Back to town, yeah? Not back to town. Oh, look at that. Logistics is the only one. I mean, we have a lot of experience. And I could buy points if I wanted to. Gotcha. How do I get out? There we go. Found it. Dude, there's gonna be we're gonna be in Drezen for a long time. I'm just throwing that out there. We're gonna be talking to a ton of people and going through a ton of dialogue, it looks like. Just so you guys are aware. So be ready for that, because we're gonna be going through a lot of stuff. If you're not into that, I'm assuming it's gonna take a couple episodes at least. So, alright, Regel, what's up? Really? Nothing more. Here, Beth? Hey, Commander, we need to talk about what happened during the attack on Drezen. Yeah, so shamefully faint-hearted. Praise Iomade didn't affect the course of the battle. Still, my behavior was unworthy of a knight, even as a commander. Under the circumstances, leaving my position would be tantamount to desertion. Still, as your advisor, I strongly recommend you release me from the position of head of the order. Don't strip me of my knighthood and send me to the condemned. Who will lead the Eagle Watch then? You know I have no one to replace you. The Eagle Watch, my pride, my creation. How could I ever think of giving up? How many cultists have we destroyed, and how many remain right under our noses? Thank you for still trusting me, more than anything else does in this crusade, even more than I trust myself. How's the Eagle Watch doing in Canabras? Everything is going well. I was wary of handing over the reins at first. I was afraid that everything would fall apart without an Evia in me, but I took a risk and left a very clever lad in charge, a tiefling. And as it happens, he infiltrated the cult alone. They couldn't imagine a tiefling wouldn't be on their side. He exposed an entire cell. I personally knighted him just before the city was attacked. Of course, there were many who weren't happy about it, but it's not my job to make people happy. hasn't disappointed. He was built up the Order's ranks again and is running everything smoothly. It's as if the demon attack never happened. He's proven more than once that I left Canabras in good hands, but I admit it's strange to think that a small order of the Eagle Watch now has 2 chapters, one in Drezen and one in Canabras. Go. Nivea, we have some things to talk about. Look who it is! Hi! Figured out how the demons have been sneaking up on us? No dice. Their scouts crawled all over the area, down to every hole. Nothing. The Grey Road is completely empty, and then BAM! A whole army popped up like a jack in the box. It only leaves a few scouts didn't come back from the gorges in the southwest. But we found no sign of a secret path or underground passageways, and definitely no route where we can quietly move a large force through. But I feel in my gut there's some evil scum out there. We just have to look harder. Of course, good to know more scouts, but they might just do something like the first ones. Why don't you go out there yourself and find out what's what? You know, I'd like to give that little rat Nura a good shake. How long was she serving the demons, I wonder? I'd bet a good silver. If I turned her upside down and shook her as hard as I could, something interesting would fall out, not just lice. What do you think of my new powers? I don't know if this counts as blasphemy or whatever, but you look like Desna that just had her wicked way with you. You've got a bit of that divine sass about you now. And the dragon! I'm a little put out that I didn't get to see how you flew on the thing in battle, seeing the demons running scared, grabbing whatever they could and hightailing it out of there. Did you find out anything about where Monago is now? Nope, zero zilch. A whole lot of nothing. The scum melted into thin air, so just saw her jump out the window, running to the square from the citadel, and suddenly disappear. We haven't heard anything from her since, and I don't like it. I'm telling you, this is bad. First of all, our kind don't just give up. If we can't see her, it means she's setting a trap for us somewhere we won't expect. I mean, it would be great if the demon lords could just gobble her up for all her failures, but I think that's a little too much to hope for. That's not the worst part. We have more interesting questions, you know. I wonder how she teleported from the city. If by that time you'd already hung the banner, the soldiers are saying it probably wasn't in full force by then. But you and I both know that's draw. She wasn't supposed to be able to teleport, but if she did. But she did. The question is, how? I have to go. Valid point. Valid question. How? How did she manage that?
Onwards.
So, do we have anything cool? We're going to be exploring everything again, by the way, so we're going to be running through everything. It really sucks that I broke all those things, because guess what? I definitely could have, just gotten them. Definitely could have just, Yep. I don't know what all these keys are for still, but I have them. Oh, what's this? Chorus lost. Is that a? Yeah, it's just a book for our personal chest. Maybe at the end we'll read through our personal chest.
Let us be off.
All right, let's keep looking around. I'm gonna save as we run. You never know. Outside. I don't want to go outside. I just wanted to go down.
Let's move.
Wait, do I not get Ghost anymore? No, Ghost is still around. He's just not following me anymore. That's some shenanigans. Oh, this is cool. To the streets! Maybe we won't get to explore the thing again. Maybe. So maybe it's a good thing we broke all the stuff. Haha! Big brain? Perhaps. Maybe small brain. Maybe big brain. I don't know. Whoa. Let's go,
Follow
friends.
me.
Where are you? I don't even know. I don't even know. All I know is we're going to be running around everywhere. We got jewelry trader, arcane weaver, exotic weapons provider, wizard, blacksmith, just
March
tons
on.
of people. Is the storyteller going to be here too? Nobles just chilling. Nobles, horse, jewelry
Onwards.
trader, loot. Jewelry trader, what's up? Bulk selling, please. Sell. Yeah, I mean we're gonna sell those too. You don't use them, so might as well. I wanted to sell the stuff that I'm not gonna. I feel like I'm not gonna use that ever, or the lesser one anymore. We'll get rid of these baby amulets, and that's the +3, so we're definitely not gonna get rid of that deal. What do you got? +5 bonus combat bonus on persuasion checks. Ooh, that's pretty good. These things are very expensive though. Charismas, diamonds, phylacteries, goggles of pure sight, Nice, nice. Arcane Weaver. This is rogues by some creature they can choose to give these creatures. Ah, blazing fighter plus confidence bonus. Gloves of the ambassador. Skin to their cloak. Cloaks of resistance, celestial protection. Robe of the order. Anything that can just make my self be like lawful. That'd be nice. Anything that could just make me lawful. Wand of Ray of Frost. Just reading quickly through here, you know? Just to see what they got. You never know. Disintegrate. Enlarge person wand, shocking grasp wand. Polymorph greater. Old mass. Keep scrolling. Resonating word. And then tons of wands. Scroll of the Soul Reaver. Spooky. Alright. Keep looking around. A little bit of loot.
Let us be off.
Exotic weapons provider. He just provides exotic weapons, I'm sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Wilser? Are you going to manage the fortress now? No way, Commander, not in a million years. I can manage an exposition just fine, but running a fortress is a different kettle of fish. There's not enough work to make a man's head explode, which is why they sent an expert from Nerozian. Her name is Dorjalinda Stranglehold. I've seen how she handles things. She knows what she's about. That one Iomade, bless her. She'll be managing the fortress and I'll take care of the soldiering just like I've been doing. Show me what you got. You got some new stuff, I bet. Oh, 72,000, huh? It's pretty expensive. You got a lot of... Wow, 70 grand for that belt. It's good belt though. Oh, right, straight up bag of holding? That's tempting. That's tempting. We might buy that. You know what? We are going to buy that. Quiver of Sacred Vengeance. Might need those. We don't need them. Thanks, Wilser. Blacksmith. Mostly weapons, I presume. Weapons and armor. Makes sense, blacksmith. Makes sense. Loot?
Let's move.
You never know what all loot we might find. Anything up?
Follow me.
Oh, this opened up. I don't think we could go back here before. Reinvigorate the land. Was this like a thing I can do because of my mythic path? Maybe. If so, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't know what that did for us other than make a really cool area, but that's a really cool area. What's this? Interesting. Look how beautiful Drezen is now. Bro. Good job, Gregor.
Onwards.
Talk about doing a good job, my dude. Does that do anything for anybody? I don't even know. Nobody said anything. Alright, let's go.
Let us be off.
I'm like, I don't even know, man. I feel like I'm gonna overlook so much stuff while running around through here, dude. There's the end.
Let's move.
I want to like explore the whole streets before I start going into places. Nobles, 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 half measure tavern. Oh, what's up, Foreign? something to talk about, Foreign? It's interesting. Jewelry artisan. One-eyed devil. Should check saving before I talk to people, just in case. Short, chubby tiefling with a golden eye patch spits chewing tobacco between his feet and takes another pinch from the tobacco box adorned with jewels. Fine day to you, Commander. Welcome to the One-Eyed Devil's Trading House. His proud manner suggests that each word begins with a capital letter and perhaps even continues with capital letters. Trading house, it's just a shop. Ah, that depends. There's a time when I had nothing in my pockets but holes, but did I consider myself poor? No, I consider myself a rich man who was temporarily down on his luck. Optimism is important, not only on the battlefield, Commander. You're the leader of the victorious army that will be chomping all the demons into mincemeat sooner or later. I'm the owner of a trade empire, which, as you see, is only starting to grow. How did Tiefling end up on the side of the Crusaders? The answer is simple, the simplest thing there is. This is a good world, and I like living in it. Besides, this is the only one we've got. I'd love to know what's going on in the heads of the dimwits who are helping the demons destroy it. My best guess is that their horns grow inward, so there's no room for their brains. I'm from Chiliux. Tieflings don't surprise anyone there, and they don't like demons any more than we do here. And why should they? The gods went to all the trouble of creating the world. Even Lord Asmodeus and his devils helped with the construction. Now these freeloaders show up after all the hard work is done and just try to gorge and break things. It doesn't matter who you pray to. If you want to live, it's your duty to help. Isn't it risky? Isn't that a risky name for a store for Crusaders? Ah, yes. A week doesn't go by without some dimwit boiling over. But they don't pay me to explain the difference between allies and enemies, devils and demons. Lord Asmodeus and all the riffraff and Baphomet and Discaris, they can go hang. Here's what I think. If you like it, you buy it. If you don't like it, keep moving. If you're spoiling for a fight, take yourself off to the tavern. Why are your prices so high? We're saving more from demons, and that includes you. That's some claim. Did you hear that, good people? First of all, my prices are perfectly fair. They're no higher than you find anywhere else. Second, who's saving who here? Are you prepared to eat bark and fight with rocks and sticks? You know, I open contracts with dozens of suppliers. I arrange deliveries and do whatever it takes to get you sharper weapons, better magical items, better food, and you're throwing the extra expense in my face. So the thanks I get for the honest work, what happened to your eye? Should I make up a story about a heroic fight with a horde of demons? Truth be told, this is how it happened. Back when I was a snot-nosed kid, I had just opened my first business selling pies on the street. The local lads quickly took notice of me. They offered me protection in return for a small share of profits, the usual, you know. But I was so long experienced and greedy, I told them to bugger off. Well, they taught me a lesson. They took it too far, though. I paid the lesson with my eye, not just bumps and bruises. So I need to remember it now, but back then, while it was happening, I was so scared. I thought they'd beat me to death. I remember I came home in tears, and my mom just started screaming. I didn't have any clue why. Then I looked at the mirror and just saw shreds and mush where one of my eyes should have been. I've remembered that lesson all my life, ever since that day. When I start a business, I find some reliable business partners first. If I'd been born into a merchant family, my parents would have warned me about this, and then about plenty of other things too, but I was a poor lad, so I had to learn everything the hard way. It's a miracle how many times I escaped death by a hair's breadth. In fact, it's lucky all I lost was one eye. You heard about my new powers? What do you make of them? People are saying bad things about you, Commander. To be clear, the speakers may not see anything bad in what they say, but I do. They say you're the chosen of Drezen, the most insignificant of all the goddesses. The only thing she knows how to do is flap her butterfly wings and meddle in the affairs of others. They also say you're not a patch on the other crusade leaders, and that you'll accept absolutely anyone under your banner. A former thief, a goblin, a kobold, even a stump with eyes. If you get yourself quite the troublesome pet, I could understand a serious battle dragon, but this misbegotten thing with dragonfly wings, she gives you as much trouble as a flock of 100 sparrows, and what good does it do you? It's bad business to associate with such creatures. I prefer devils myself, as the terms are clearly laid out in the contract. Show me your wares. What do you have? Nothing. That's pretty decent, but nothing like too crazy, it would appear. Yeah, you don't have much too crazy. Don't mind me, just gotta take those real quick. Thank you very much. Alright, so we talk to One-Eyed Devil. Horgus! Friend! How you doing, bud? Are you aware of my special powers? People say a lot of things about you. They say you can make the burnt soil of the world bloom with a single touch. That your very image scares away the demons and makes your strongholds crumble. They also say you pick your allies from the rabble because it is your sacred duty to try and redeem them. Perhaps I put it too broadly. Let me explain. People see your power, and they also see that you're different from the other more righteous paladins. You are softer, brighter, and a bit frivolous, if I may. They see that you have little respect for rules and restrictions, and that gives them food for various thoughts. The Crusades have never seen a commander like this before. What if not all the changes and people you brought here are for the better? Given these sentiments, I'd be very careful if I were you. It is easy to get carried away with your games and turn the army to a farce. I have to go. Well, I see her in Morveg. Can the ever-bright Crusaders be of service to you, Commander? Morveg, keep it to yourself. If you keep interrupting your elders, you'll be mucking out the stables for a week. I'll ask you a few questions about yourself. About me, Sierra Covalent, or the glorious ever-bright Crusader and leader of my order? Leader of the order, also known as Sir Dandelion. Morveg, you insolent Kellid whelp. Show some respect for your mentor's age, or do you think you'll never grow old yourself? I want to know about your past. About my life before the Order? So long ago. As a boy, I decided that there was too much evil in the world, someone to do something about it, try to fix it. I decided to become a priest, and then I saw the Everbright Crusaders, so proud, so pure, and someone next to me said, what arrogant snobs. And he was right. We Everbright Crusaders actually are a little arrogant, so I thought maybe these invincible snobs could use the help and companionship of such a simple and warm-hearted lad like myself. Who knew that years later I'd become their leader? Tell me about your order. The Everbright Crusaders are not the oldest order, but our traditions are solid. For us, fighting the Worldwound is not a war, it's our service. We dedicate our lives to it and also our souls. We have high standards and live under many restrictions. We have no families, drink no liquor, play no games of chance, accumulate no wealth, and own no lands, even if we were entitled to them by birth. We reject everything that distracts us, that draws us to the peaceful life. For our hearts are always turned to war, but war is a grim, ugly thing that makes wicked in everyone who takes part in it. And we keep our hearts pure, so that we are not left sickened by war, so that our light does not fade, because darkness can only be overcome by light. Who's the lad that keeps following you around? Says Morveg. He is a Kellid from around these parts. When the Worldwound opened, his family was forced to flee. What a life they had. Poor, always hungry, cast aside by the world. When they didn't have any bread, they fed on rage and vengeance. We caught this boy on the road. He was walking north to Drezen to kill demons. Dirty, gaunt, just looking at him made you want to weep. We picked him up, trained him. He is hot-headed and lacks discipline, but he's also smart and brave. When I look at him, I see the future of the Everbright Crusaders. I don't have any more questions. Let's go. Of course, Commander. What about you, Morveg? How can I help you, Commander? Who are you? My name is Morveg. My family used to live here in Sarkoris. The Worldwound forced us to flee, made us homeless. Most of our clan died of starvation and disease. When we've been wandering the river kingdoms, begging, losing people, but we've never forgotten who we were and where we came from. When I heard another crusade had been declared, I came to fight the demons and claim vengeance for my homeland and my ancestors. What do you think of Sierra? He's got a big heart. Picked me up, gave me food and clothes, took me on as apprentice. Although I was no one to him, you know us vagabonds don't often come across generosity like that. Sierra's kind to me, but my master's nature is too soft. He doesn't understand that it's impossible to keep your soul pure when you fight demons. The Kellids of Sarkoris have learned this bit of truth. We know that any means are justified for fighting demons, but Sierra can't see that we're right. We've paid for the privilege of hindsight with a sea of blood and our loss of our homeland. I have to go. Good luck to you, Commander. Keep fighting until these monsters are defeated. I will. Before we head off, I'm going to do you guys the solid of leveling some people up that I can actually level up. We're not leveling up Gregor, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Greater spell focus, conjuration, I guess. There you go. And then he gets to level up again because he wasn't in our party, and we've leveled up twice. Nice, nice. And you get a mythic level too. I'm gonna give you abundant casting. Darren, our oracle friend. Snapshot. Got anything for summon? Spell focus, conjuration. Conjuration, please. All right, let's see here. What do you got? Sure. Blessing of Luck and Resolve. Take it. Actually, wait, go back. Before I do that, is there any summon? Hey, I mean, summon small water elementals. There you go. No summons here, it would appear. Animate Dead is kind of like a summon. Summon? Summon medium elemental. Take it. Darren also leveled up to level 10. Summon Monster 5. A mythic level. Summon. Yep. Camellia. Welcome back. Here's your little level up here. Give you Piranha Strike, sure. We actually might have to use Camellia, so we're kind of paying attention to her. A little bit, you know. I wouldn't hate her, honestly, having healing. Mythic level for her as well. see. Sure, leading strike seems fine. Land. Good old land. Get your level 10 here, buddy. Have all these. Guess it's dodge. Although. Well, have we already gotten this? We might have already gotten this. That might be why it's all like, no, don't do it. Sure, we'll take dodge. We'll take dodge. Ninio. Level 10 wizard's always nice to see. It's just a spell that you can't read. Seems good. I'll take it. Hungry Pit, the opposite of, you know, is a little bit better than Hungry Pit's pretty good. Dominate person though. Let's just see if we're got any nice buffs. Let's get Hold Monster and Hungry Pit. Level 10 for you. Beautiful. Alright, we get a new hex. What hex do we want though? Coming down, no. 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 Jesus! It's terrifying. I think major healing. I like major healing. Wait, no, back. Back. Restless slumber. Absolutely. No heals? Let's take dominate person then, yeah? Probably. I like it. Paladin level 10. Glad you can still be a paladin, friend. Grumble, grumble, grumble. And you. Hell Knight, of course. Just that. Awesome. I wish I could level myself up, but I want to try to find a way to get my lawful back. But until then, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I will see you all in the next one. Peace! Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you've got anything to say, go to the comments below. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscription button and the bell. If you want to see more, check out this video down here. Thank you so much for watching. Peace!